Hey guys, True Grit Scott, Bulletproof Saws. You've seen the setup before. I'm here with Ralph today, and we're running saws and making videos. And he comes out with this. It's a 346 XP top end on a Johnny Red. And why the hell do you have a sub 50cc saw with a Gooner 24-inch bar? It looks ridiculous. Why would you do that? And he gave me the explanation, and I thought maybe somebody else would like to hear it. So I'm gonna let Ralphie talk. Ralphie has a Timber and Tools channel, and I don't know if you're hip to it. He's got some good content on YouTube, so I'll let him talk.
All right, so yeah, this does look ridiculous, but the reason for this is when you're cutting firewood, if you're a little too short, you could come around to the other side, right? And you can finish your cut. Well, if this
Talk loud too, just to make sure you can hear.
Yeah. So if this is a tree and we're up in a tree here, if I'm climbing, now I don't make my cut, now I have to readjust and scoot myself on my lanyard or the rope all the way around and finish that cut versus going through it one time with a 24-inch bar and chain. Or even in the bucket truck, the boom is on your one side, so I always try to work off the bucket side where there's no upper boom in the way. And then you don't have to back up and move, and then you're working, you're reaching. Now you're reaching over your boom, which is 10 inches, and now you're reaching to try to finish anyway. So that's why this saw, it's been ported, and it's got the 346 top. This is why this has like a ridiculously big bar and chain, because when you're doing tree work, sometimes you need that extra reach to finish your cut.
Right, and if you're climbing, you want the lightest saw possible.
Yeah,
because you're hauling it up on you. Yep. So if you're on the ground making a few cuts, ridiculous, right?
Yep.
But when you're up in a tree and you don't want to have to monkey, especially some of the bigger trees, right? Yep.
That's where it is. It's hanging on you.
So if you're up there and you got to monkey around for 10 cuts in a row as you're chunking it down, that gets old.
It gets old quick because this is still heavy.
Yeah.
Now, I do have to get a light bar for it, but I didn't know how well this was going to perform, so I got a cheap Forester bar, KO95. This saw is about 10.5 pounds for just the power head only versus something that would really pull that bar and chain well into the 12.5, 13 pound range. So a couple pounds at the end of the day saves a lot on the body.
Right. So it's good, and I think a lot of folks don't know that because they're not climbing.
Yeah, you would never
wouldn't
know
think
that.
of it. So
right.
And I see why you wouldn't want a 20-inch bar, because if it just doesn't make the cut, you're back to monkeying around.
Yep.
So a 24 is ridiculous, but you always make the cut.
Yeah, you make the cut. Yeah, and that's why I don't have big dogs on this saw too. I get the max threshold of the bar on this when I'm chunking stuff down. So.
Have you ever been up in a tree where the 24 wouldn't make it?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sugar maple?
Yeah, maple, some white pine, but I kind of know going in that day that I'm gonna have to climb with the 660 or a 440 and
to make long, big cuts.
It gets old quick, but sometimes you climb with a 36-inch bar and
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So that's it. Big bar, small saw.
I thought it pulled it real well. Maybe actually in this video, we don't have it in this video. Once it fired up and run through there one time, because that's a 24-inch piece of wood.
Yep, you got a little cold.
As we're talking.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna flood it. $10.
I'll get it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a big piece of wood.
Yep, I mean and this isn't terribly big either. We cut trees down a lot bigger than this all the time, and that's just getting it.
Right, that's just getting it.
Yep.
If it was any bigger, you'd be monkeying around the tree.
Yep, you're going to a bigger saw, exactly. Because you could cheat a little. You could start and you could work your way around the back, but yeah.
When you're hanging in a tree and yeah, it gets a little bit old.
Yep, so
No, good. That's
There
good
it is.
stuff. Thanks.
Yeah, see, I don't think to make videos like that. I always just make saw videos, but that's smart.